Some bad luck last week led to a losing week. How do we rebound? Find out next on another episode of Bets and Breakfast presented by the Fat Jack Sports Service. Bets and Breakfast presented by the Fat Jack Sports Service. I'm your host, Brandon Rush. Week number 9 of the NFL season is upon us. Week 8, a little bit of bad luck. And as I said a week ago, I felt like I was maybe forcing a pick, and that one didn't turn out. So depending on where you got some numbers, you might have turned a profit last week. Officially, my picks did not. Went 1 and 3. Of course, the easy ones are easy. The hard ones are hard. Irv Smith, we might have got that had he gotten some targets early, or had he not got hurt in that game. That one might have won. I know some people got that number at 27.5 and actually hit the over. The 29.5 I had it at went under by 1.5 yards. Hey, that's how it goes sometimes. So we're back this week, and we're going to go really quickly here. I got 4 picks from 3 different games, and 2 of the worst defensive teams against tight ends face off against each other today in Phoenix, or in Glendale rather. When the Seahawks take on the Cardinals. Will Dissly and Zach Ertz both going over their receiving yardage totals, maybe even Noah Fant for the Seattle Seahawks as well. These 2 teams are in the bottom 5 in yards allowed to tight ends, and I don't see that trend stopping anytime soon. I think Cliff Kingsbury is coaching for his job at this point, so he's going to be wanting to swing the ball all around the yard, and Ertz is a good matchup against the Seattle defense. Again, both these defenses give up a ton of yards to tight ends, so Dissly and Ertz for sure. If you find a good number on Fant, maybe throw that one in as well if you're feeling a bit frisky, but those 2 going over today in Glendale. Pick number 3 this week, Ryan Suckup over 1.5 made field goals. The Rams do not allow a bunch of teams into the red zone, and when they do, they are the number 1 team in giving up touchdowns in the red zone. So that means that a lot of drives are going to settle for field goals, and the Bucs offense dead naked last in third down. And if they get in third and long, forget about it. They're converting 10% of third down conversions from 3rd and 7 or more. So if they aren't able to get yards early, they have a lot of drive stall, maybe even the number of punts over 6.5, I believe was a number I saw. Again, if you're feeling frisky, might be something to look into as we roll into week number 9 of the NFL season. And finally, Travis Etienne over 21.5 receiving yards. Last 2 weeks, his catch numbers have decreased. However, the Raiders give up the most receiving yards to running backs in the NFL through 8 weeks of gameplay this season. After the trade, Etienne is obviously the number 1 back. He's going to get a ton of catches, and I also like Etienne's combined rushing and receiving yards over as well, if you can find it. Again, it's not something a lot of books offer, but definitely a selection that I like today on Bets and Breakfast. So there you have it. Will Dissly over 19.5 receiving yards. Zach Ertz over 38.5 receiving yards. Ryan Suckup over 1.5 made field goals, and Travis Etienne over 21.5 receiving yards. If you are betting games and you're not doing it with the Fat Jack, what are you doing? Last week, Fat Jack Sports 9-2 Saturday and Sunday pro and college football. Can you do with a 9-2? Did you go 9-2 last week? I don't think so. And if you did, hey, good for you. If you didn't, sign up, fatjacksports.com. Get the plays for this weekend through the rest of November, or better yet, through the Super Bowl for less than $100 a week when you pay for the longer packages. Basketball is going full swing. The NBA is underway. College basketball starts this week, so there's never been a better time to get signed up and join in with fatjacksports.com. We're at the halfway point of the NFL season, and this week is going to be an interesting one because of the trade deadline. So many guys in new spots. Curious to see how some of these guys in new teams sort out. With 6 teams on a bye and a game on Thursday night, not as many games to choose from as I would have liked. So this is what we're rolling with. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll be back next week as the second half of the NFL season kicks off here on Bets and Breakfast, presented by the Fat Jack Sports Service.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack. Are you ready to make some money this week? We were 5-1 on Saturday, 4-1 on Sunday. Everybody is winning. Go to FatJackSports.com and sign up today. The Breeders' Cup plays are coming Saturday for free. Everybody is ready to win. College basketball starts next week. Go to FatJackSports.com and get winning selections text to your cell phone or email to you and start making money. It's time to stop losing today at FatJackSports.com. What you see is what you get. Go win today.